talking.
Yeah, driving and talking. Welcome, guys, to the weekly sip. I'm with my buddy Ryan, but he's too shy right now, which is okay. But if he wants to join in, that's great. But I wanted to talk about the. That was a good song. Is it okay if I turn it down a little? All right, thanks. See, Ryan's like the nicest guy. But I wanted to talk about a school shooting scare in Montville Township High School quite a number of years ago. We were in, what were we, junior year? Or junior? Yeah, sophomore, junior.
We ran to...
No, yeah.
To get Franks?
Yeah, we ran to get Franks. No, it's fine. Basically, we're all eating lunch. Was it you, me, and PJ, right? We're all eating lunch, and then Mr. Scherer comes on the speaker, and he says, you know, it scared the shit out of all of us. He said, because whenever he talks, he always sounds like there's a gun to his head, right? Like he's like, everyone can resume operations, right? But he said, attention, this is a code red, right? And what happened once he said that? Did you feel scared? Like did your anus pucker? Or Brian wasn't even scared because he's pure, but I wasn't pure, so my butt didn't pucker, but I smelt death, you know what I mean? Like I smelt it in my nasal passages, like the scent of death, of false imminent alarm. Death. Yeah, it was a false alarm, but I still was sensitive to the threat, the possible threat that our school could be shot up right now.
You should be.
So what I did, I don't know if you remember, I grabbed you and PJ. I like got up and I don't know if I grabbed you guys, but I was like guiding you guys almost. Like I was like, come on, like let's go now. Like, and then before we're headed towards the door, in the lunch, the cafeteria is a big door, big window. Okay, Ryan, go on. Big. You could join the video. You're welcome in my video if you want to be. You didn't do anything wrong, Ryan. All right. Well, so there's a big glass. It's kind of like an auditorium, not really, but there's doors on either side, and I put them. Because I knew I wasn't pure, I put my two friends in front of me. Like if we're gonna get shot up from behind us, from inside the school, the threat, I'm gonna be the one to get shot first. Like, you know, shoot me and not my two friends here. Because those were the two friends that sat with me in lunch. No one else gave a crap. So I'm gonna, you know, protect them. But, you know, it's not about me, it's about protecting them. I don't care about myself if I died. So we're going, and everyone's running like, fleeing, like Ryan, you remember that, right? Everyone was running up the hill, correct?
Yeah. Everyone
was running, just scattered, running out away from the school. I don't know how many, it was a couple hundred maybe from the cafeteria, running away. I don't know if they went into the forest or if they all got called back into the school. Do you think they got called back into the school? I don't even remember what happened. It was a blur. But I made sure that we were hugging the wall, right? Because
they probably went back.
They probably did go back.
They probably went back in.
Scared shitless. They don't know the force. So I made sure Ryan and PJ were hugging the wall, you know, and I was still behind them. But the wall provided, you know, kind of like a camouflage, less easier target. Like if there's snipers on the roof, they're gonna, or gunner on the roof, whatever weapon they're utilizing, they're gonna be hitting the people that are easy targets, the ones running in the field, like whatever. So I said, all right, hug the wall. And then from the wall ended, go straight to the forest, right? And I knew the trails in the forest, how to get to the wreck. And we were just going. We're walking brisk, but we weren't panicking. And I called my mother at the rec center. You know what my mother said, Ryan? She said, you go back to the school right now. I'm like, are you serious? Go. And then, okay, after that, we're driving, what is it, Horseneck or whatever? Not Horseneck, the one like Lazar, and then that way, like away from the fields, Change Bridge. So we're going that way, and then we see PJ sees his mom coming on the opposite road. PJ slams on the brakes, turns around. Don't go back to the school. Like, don't go back. She's like, she was on lunch break or something. The school nurse, Mrs. Moat, very good nurse, the best nurse. Trump 2024, nah. Maybe we'll get something even better. We still want to keep Trump in the cabinet though, right? 16 in the cabinet. keep them involved. Anyway,
Trump and
but,
DeSantis.
Yeah, DeSantis. But Montville Township High School, this took place. So after we make sure whatever, our families are safe, and my mother made sure that I go back to the school. I'm like, I joke to them, it's like, go back to the school, and then we see in the distance the school just like just explode. Like, Mom, are you out of your mind? There's a code red. It means there's someone in the school that's not supposed to be in the school. So whether it was, maybe there's someone that was, because the SWAT team did show up, MP5s, and they were knocking on, I remember Chris Sang called us when we were at Frank's Pizza in Lincoln Park, New Jersey. Frank's Pizza, best New York pizza, New Jersey pizza. New York, New Jersey pizza. They call it pizza elsewhere. It's not pizza. Don't call it pizza if it's not pizza. Okay? If you're not from New Jersey, New York, you never had pizza in your life. Okay. So, unless your mother's Italian, some shit. The basil growing in the garden. Miracle Grow. Anyway. So we're at Frank's Pizza, and my friend Chris Sang calls me. And he said, and he was so scared. And we're like, what's the problem? We're eating Frank's Pizza. And he says, like, someone's banging on the door or something. They're all locked in the locker room. SWAT guy comes with an MP5. They don't point it at anyone, but it's just the energy of that coming in. So, whoa! Because they, you know what I'm saying? A little scary. I'm glad we ran away. I'm glad I got you guys to safety. Back to your vehicles. And then we got Frank's Pizza, safest environment in the world. But, beautiful story, and I just love how God guided me in the, just putting my friends before me. And God said, Oliver, if you want to come to heaven, you'll be in paradise with me today. Because I knew I wasn't pure. I knew I was joking about bad things that weren't, not only appropriate, but acceptable in the eyes of God. You see, I'm still working on it. So there's only one God. Don't get caught up in false idols and all this. Masters are great. Spiritual masters are great, right? But don't let them get in the way of you and God. Don't let it get in the way of you in truth, of you in love, of you in righteousness. Because there's only one path that we could fall off on, but as long as we keep coming back to that path, we will end up in the kingdom of heaven. So, is there anything you want to say, Ryan? Or thumbs up? Wait, can we see the thumbs up? Is that okay? Yeah, Ryan! Anyway, Ryan's nice enough to let me stay in his truck here. We're both driving as a unit, as a G unit. There's a guy that pulled out with a trailer, and he thought that, I guess he has like a camera and stuff because he had a blue stripe on the front. Not our state, I get it. My car's from New York, his is from Jersey, but so he probably thought I didn't even know Ryan. And he's back at, what did he do? He was backing in and with a trailer on the back, and I was going the speed limit, and then he saw me coming, he's backing in, and then he slowed down so I would hit him. But I'm like, I assessed the situation, I slowed down instead of hitting him because I did have a witness behind me. It's just stupid stuff like that. What people do for money, the corruptness, the cops. All cops need video cameras. I'm sick of this, Southern bullshit. Like, they throw your license in the ditch and they say, oh, you don't have a license, you're coming with me. That kind of bullshit, right? When you don't have a camera, don't have a witness. Anyway, we're working on it, right? Even though Trump's not in office, we're still working on it. Yeah, thrown to the wolves. But as long as you have like a little, know how to defend yourself, right? Ryan, you know how to, like, right here? Between the Adam's apple and the thymus, you hit their 2 fingers like that, like 6-inch punch with 2 fingers, crush the windpipe, 2 seconds. And that's out of self-defense, not out of aggression or whatever. That's called self-defense. Like this, that, just right in there. And especially the woman out there, anyone starting to attack you, you say, oh, okay, I'm scared. That guy, walk away, okay? But, women need to be taught this in professional facilities, martial arts. There's all kinds of buildings, and obviously you need money to do that, but just tell them, I'm scared. I'm scared of, they're not supposed to know about that stuff, but just let them know I wanted to learn how to defend myself. But then again, there's probably corruption in those places too. This is America. We're working on it. Anyway, okay. Anything else to say? All right. Well, All right, Godspeed, everyone. I'm gonna end this at 9 minutes and 59 seconds, or 10 minutes.